Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you could make it. What am I doing? I'm straining some eucalyptus leaf. It has been sitting in some fantastic almond oil, sunflower oil, and just a little bit of grapeseed oil for the last 45 days. And now it's time to simply let it sit and drain. And we now have a beautiful emerald green luxury oil. And I had decided to make a eucalyptus and juniper scrub soap. This is for myself, and this isn't going to be for everybody for sure. But you may remember that recently I did the juniper foot scrub with my own juniper berries and juniper leaves. Well, I'm doing the same thing here. In with this eucalyptus oil, I'm going to mix in some of my own juniper infused oils as well and create a lovely exfoliation soap. So come along and watch while I put this together. I'm also adding in cocoa butter and shea butter because why not? I want this to be truly luxurious. So now it's time to get these melted. And I want to tell you, I would love for you to be here in the room with me because it smells lovely. The juniper infused oil and that eucalyptus infused oil just blend so wonderfully together. It's really heavenly. I think you would love this. Here I have my my juniper needles that have been finely ground into a powder. And here I have this is Himalayan black sea salt. Now obviously you can see it's got pink in it. What makes it black is the volcanic ash from the area of Pakistan where this is taken. Now here's the bottle here, just showing it is indeed from Pakistan. This stuff is wonderful, but it has a dark side. No pun intended. It smells a bit sulfury, so you want to use it in moderation. And why anyone would eat it is beyond me, but it works great as a scrub. It's a slow melter, so I'm simply going to put this on top of the soap so that it creates a bit of a scrub. What I'm showing you here is what's also in the mold there. That is some cold process pipe soaps that I'd made for another soap that was a fail, and I had these left over. So I decided to put it in here as my moon. So this is going to be moon over junipers. Now my lye water today is actually a bit of aloe vera gel, aloe vera juice, a bit of silk, and of course the lye. And I decided to do this completely by hand because when I add all that juniper in anyway, it's going to start thickening. So I'm just going to add a bit at a time and just quit this with the whisk. There's no need in bringing out the stick blender. And because of the butters that are in this anyway, it's going to thicken up a bit anyway. And something I didn't mention, I did add in, on top of what's already in here, a little bit of eucalyptus essential oil and a little bit of cedarwood essential oil, and it makes it just all come together beautifully. This is not a terribly showy soap. It is a utilitarian soap, but a beautiful one nonetheless to me. I love just seeing this pour into the mold, knowing what's in it, seeing those juniper needles that are right here from my own property are just a joy to behold. And sometimes in our complicated world, I think something simple and to treat ourselves is an absolute necessity. And I hope that you're treating yourself as often as possible. You deserve it. So I've begun to sprinkle the black Himalayan salt over the top. And I'm going to be putting this on fairly heavy. I want this completely covered because the purpose of this is a foot exfoliant and soap in one, right? So I can use the Juniper needle on my body. It's not too rough. It's a little rough, but it's okay for me where I use it. But the salt, you wouldn't want to use this on your body. These are very sharp kind of crystals. Well, sharp, not sharp like glass, just tough. It doesn't melt the way normal salt does, or not as quickly. And so it's really good for the feet. And that's what I use it for. I go barefoot all the time throughout my house. When I go outside, I wear my rubber shoes, which you've seen in the past, my Birkenstocks. They're great for just walking around here, but I generally don't throw on socks. And so my feet can get a little rough, and I don't like that. So to take care of them, this is a perfect remedy. Now, because I want this to gel, I have just taken a little cooler that I have. It's just one of those little fabric and foam coolers, and it's perfect for sitting this in. And it will go to gel in this. These are great for that sort of thing. If you even have a styrofoam cooler, they're great for putting your soap in to get it to gel, to get really hot. And I wanted this too because I want it to set up faster. This also gets rid of a lot of the moisture quicker, so you can use your soap sooner. And I did forget to mention that this is a new mold. It's just one off Amazon. These were 2 for $7, and it's just a 1-pound mold. And they're rather flimsy, so I actually created a cardboard ring to go around this, which, well, you don't see here, but just to give it a bit of form. And it just makes a few bars of soap, but when you're just making them for yourself, that's perfect. And as I stated, they're not real showy, but I like them. Now, yeah, there's a little drag, which is going to come when you use exfoliants in your soap. That wire's going to catch them sometimes and drag them right through. But it's a small price to pay for something so wonderful, in my opinion. And I actually put the loaf on here salt down just so that wouldn't be dragged through the soap either. But overall, I think they came out kind of cute. Now, one thing you'll notice is the bottom is not completely flat. And that's because while I did create cardboard to go around the sides, the bottom didn't occur to me. And when I put it in that soft cooler, well, it just didn't give it any support. So the next time, I'll put something hard underneath it just to give it some more support. Or I'll just make a wood box for it, because I do like having a smaller mold for things like this when you just want to do a little bit. So what do you think? I want to tell you all thank you so much. You're terrific. I love all your comments. You're just the joy of my day. I hope you have a terrific day, and I'll see you back a bit later. Goodbye.